Hello everyone, my name is Gracie and welcome to the start of a new Underboard series. Today we're going to be showing you the second section of the game with a little bit more modifiers and things going on. So if you don't know what Underboard is, it is a roguelite auto battler with synergies, spells. It's a single player game, so it has a little bit of liberties you can take with things such as real-time pause. You can pause and then cast spells and things and kind of look around. There's also sort of a map progression where you're going through nodes on a map, exploring and things. I have a full tutorial series. I will link it below, so if you don't know how to play the game and you're interested in learning, check out that series. The first episode in particular will be very in-depth. For this one, I'm going to do my normal thing where I sort of explain my thought process behind things, but for the most part, it'll just be gameplay. Now, we're going to be going on into the second zone here, which may take you a bit to get to. It's difficult. It can be difficult to get here, and then this zone is also a heck of a lot more powerful in terms of the monsters than the first area. So I haven't made it super far in here before. Now I do have some masteries. I did want to show that off, but it looks like I've sort of passed my opportunity accidentally here. Let's see if I can check them out from in here. Where are my masteries? Here we go. So my mastery slots are taken up by the following things. This one takes 2 points, and then these three each take 1 point. So I went with Exceptional Explorers, +1 character trait in a random bonfire of each map. So each map will have a bonfire where you can pick up some extra traits. That'll just help with the synergy. I also have Slicing Accuracy. This turns accuracy into slice, which is a much more powerful version of accuracy. I have Coagulation, which turns vitality into coagulation, so people have a much more powerful form of health. And then I turned Intensity into Defiance, which is, again, more powerful. So these are ways you can modify your run. So instead of seeing that little knife accuracy symbol, we'll be seeing Slice, we'll be seeing Coagulation, we'll be seeing Defiance instead. So be on the lookout for these traits because they're going to be better, if not more interesting than the other ones because we've upgraded them. I had access to some other ones such as turning Impact, which I have up here, into Pulverize, or say turning Stealth into Rancor, or things like that. I had a whole bunch, but I thought it'd be interesting to go with a green, a red, and a yellow. So I have sort of like a range character thing, a tank character thing, and like a fighter character thing, as well as pick up some extra masteries. I'm sorry, not masteries, but some extra traits. This is on the cusp of, I just downloaded the patch for this game, and they balanced a bunch of things. They made some of the traits better, they made some of the characters better. For the most part, enemy difficulty went down a little bit because they were tough. You know, some of their skills they would cast were rather ridiculous, and it was a struggle to get through some of those. So I think the game will be a little bit more manageable now. So if we take a look at our pie here, we have added Defiance, Slice, and what was the other one? Coagulation. So these three are slightly different now. So let's get into it. So our first character is going to be an athlete. This is a character I didn't show off in my other one, I don't think. I think I had like 5 nuns or something actually in my other series, which was really funny. It got pretty far. Couldn't beat the very final boss. Second or third stage actually I made it to, which was really funny. 5 nun team. All right, so let's hit space. Let's go into our first combat. These first combats are super easy, basically hard to lose because it's 1v1. So if the game is if you lose this fight, then there's something wrong with the game balance, because there shouldn't be a way for you to not be able to pick a character and win, but you never know. These are a lot tougher, these enemies. This is this fairly thick-looking snake, Viponico, with a poisonous bite that will apply poison to me, which ticks down over time. So he just applied hit damage reduction to himself with his... So he gained armor and reinforced. So he's going to take less damage now from basic attacks. And poison's going to do the same to him. But he squished the snake into the dust. There's one of his organs there. How lovely. So, let's go grab our first spell. Okay, we've got something new here. +1 precision on critical attack. 20% critical attack chance. And this reserves 50% of our mana, but we did bring an upgraded dexterity skill for crits. So I think this would be the time to try the Colosseum out. And I think I'll activate it. I have no other reason to have, like, my mana isn't doing anything else. So this would just give this character, let's see, critical attack chance 40%. And he would gain precision, which is, I'm actually not sure what precision is. So I'll have to wait until he gets the buff and then we'll check and see what it is. Let's grab another character. Now let's hope for precision. Ooh, that's a lot of traits, though. That is a lot of traits. Ranged damage hits, but he's not ranged. At 3 points, he would gain an attack range and then start doing a ton of extra damage. So let's grab the Rebel. Rebels can be very high damage. He gets 1, so range attacks, yeah, so that doesn't do much for him yet. But he's also got a 40% crit chance. Go ahead and grab another spell. Grab as much of the power-ups as you can, because it doesn't change how much you can do regular fights. +1 Shade on melee attack, 30% attack speed. Sure, let's reserve 2 spells of greater than common rarity and exploration. I wonder if there's an achievement for reserving 100% of my mana. Nope. Shade on melee attack, which does, again, something, and I'll have to check what that does when it happens. I think this game could still benefit from a little bit of UI improvements, but for the most part, all the tutorial, all the tooltips are pretty good. Okay, so we have Shade. Sure dodge against range attacks while having stacks. Oh, interesting. So they're in melee hitting, and they're gaining the ability to dodge attacks from outside their melee target. And precision. 5% penetration with hits, and it stacks up to 6 times, so 30%. So you could get through some of his armor, which he has 25 attack resistance, aka 14% of a basic attack. So you could get past 30% of that over time, which will always be useful. So that's really cool. So we're reserving a lot of our mana, but these characters are just, on basic attacks, are just getting a bunch of extra bonuses. Don't mind if I do. We'll go to another bonfire. I guess one reason to save these bonfires for later is exactly this situation where I didn't draw any traits I actually want. I will grab a nurse, though. This is a healer unit. I would say, now I didn't study the patch notes. They had a list of changes, but people have said on the forums, and I would agree with this, is that the orphan character, seems weird to say that provides a shield is better than healing. Shielding is better than healing, I would say, in this game. Depends on how it scales. 100 heal is fine at this stage, but I don't know if it scales well enough. So let's go to an easy fight. We need more experience, so we can start leveling people up before we take the harder fights. We don't have any items yet. What if we do this? Because won't they both... No, because then heal, walk... This is interesting. This would be interesting to see where he moves. If he moves this way, or for you guys this way, and then they'll be... Okay, he didn't move. That's interesting. That's interesting. Alright, we have 3 experience. I'm not going to level anybody until I know who's going to have the best stuff. I do need to level someone soon, but I'd love to get like an item or another trait somehow. Let's do another easy one, and then I might have to make a decision. But we can split up a little bit here. I think these guys can all win their duels. Yeah, easy peasy. Snick. I got an experience. Nothing showed up down there. Let's do this one, see if we reveal an item or something. I tore through that thing. I healed him. He's taking a lot of damage from that. Level 2 Snick. Okay, here we go. So maybe if we get a really good item for one of these 3 characters, we'll decide who to level. These are not great. Skill resistance, energy regen, armor on wounded. We'll get an empty shell, we'll pop it on our athlete here, and then we'll level him up. So he's going to be our tank. So once he loses 50% of his health, he'll get 100 armor, which is fine. But he can always get healed back up a little bit, which would be good. Let's do a harder fight. And again, you want to reveal as much of the map as you can while also balancing fighting fights you can win. That worm is real gooey. I don't like that. Oh, okay, so he should be wounded now, and he should have... So he's got exposed. But he should have his extra armor right now. I think it's the first time you go down... shift is toggle details. It used to be Alt, I think. They might have changed something. Oh, I think they turned it... Yeah, okay, cool, cool, cool. That's my bad. I couldn't figure out how these things worked because I thought it was Alt before, and I must have just... Maybe I'll go back to my tutorial series and see if they changed the button for that. Oh, there they are. Okay. My apologies. It was available, I just didn't see that it was Shift. Can't tell if he has the extra armor yet or not. Because it says armor on wounded 100, but is he wounded right now? Let's let him get hit again. Now he should have... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm really curious to know how that works. We got another experience. We got a reroll, which we don't want to reroll this because that's a good one, but we might reroll... Ooh, we don't... Yeah, that's tough. Probably save this. Let's go ahead and level up our DPS here, our rebel. I'll pick up an item. Attack damage. Let's grab a little hammer here for our damage dealer. And then once he gets another stack of reach, he would become a ranged character, and we would... I guess we want to leave that on. We'll do even more damage then. Oh, another item. Oh, here we go. Preparation, though. Energy, plus 30% energy reserve. Okay. Perception to barrier on skill use. Perception makes you take less damage from regular hits. I'm going to put that on this guy. Because if we can get that to 2, then he would take less regular hit damage, but also he just gets 2 barrier on skill use. And his skill use is to give himself armor. So he would get tankier, but then also stop taking hits for 2 hits, which would be cool. Ooh, I think maybe we go up here and try to just snipe the level 2 off first. Come on, nurse, get in there. We need you to heal. Her range is not good. She's spending most of her time running around trying to get in position. And that could be my fault, too. 3 left. So let's do this fight first. See what that last node is. Cacnelito. A Gorm. And a Moiststone. Oh, I don't know about Moiststone. I don't like the Moiststone. This guy's attack speed is kind of crazy. What are you at? 1 per second. Attack speed 0.8. 0.8. Okay. But I think they're getting attack speed? Yeah, 30%. Okay. Feels like a lot. This guy's doing a healing wave. Reroll to get upgraded rarity. Treasure chest. Oh. 2 attack range. Critical attack chance is lucky while stationary. Stationary, characters are stationary until their first movement. lucky chance means that they roll for a crit twice and take the better result. Really interesting. So this would be great on this guy, especially if we can get him +1 reach, because then he would gain 1 attack range, and then we could position him like someplace like here at a battle start, as long as there's an enemy nearby, and as long as he doesn't move, he can just shoot like crazy. That would be fantastic. 2 fights left. We'll start with an easy one because we're going to have to do one of them anyway. Might as well get the experience point for our nurse. So let's put you here. I don't want you to move though. Let's just do that. Let's test her out. Oh, now he's moving. So he's lost that bonus lucky. Wonder if it would have said somewhere on here. I should have paid attention to see if he had a little buff. All allies in skill range. Okay, I think. Did she used to heal all allies? It might have been only one before. I'm not sure. I know that there's been some improvements. We'll spend that experience. Fortunately, you can do that once you click into a fight, which is great. I can just get my nurse up here to level 2. Put this guy right here, and he shouldn't have to move at all for the entire fight, which is what we want to see. Game did release as of the recording of this. The game is out, and I did notice it had mixed reviews, which I can see, but I'm surprised it's mixed and not like just regular positive. I don't know. I should read the reviews and see what people have to say. Influence to a character will give him another trait. That's interesting. Should I use regret rerolls a trait? Hope gives you a new trait. Well, if this guy's our DPS, we might want to give him another trait. Unusable. Because he has 4, I'm guessing is why. Let's see what you get. He got a foot. Contact. Extra damage with melee hits. Okay. Fine. That'll work. And I don't... See, I want him to reroll stealth, but not defiance. So I'm worried about using this on him until we get someone else with defiance. Alright, boss time. I think we're strong enough for this because... Ooh, spooky. Executar. Okay, there we go. Boy, I really struggled with that one. Okay. What's your range? Execute. Oh, God. Wounded target, he does even more damage. Spooky, and then you can alt... Oh, alt is switch skill. Okay. Burning chains. Targets the closest enemy, applies burn and poise damage. Okay, so it'll burn you and possibly stun you. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Oh yeah, let's see if this guy has the buff. Precision. Lucky critical attack chance. It is there on the card. Interesting. So he should be getting crits a lot. Does this show you? Oh, here it is. Critical attack, 63% of his damage has been crits. Okay. Interesting. Boss down. I think this guy can handle everything else. That was close, actually. It took a lot of damage. Okay. A little closer than I thought it would be, but we did it. And we have a concentration item. Attack resistance, energy pulse chance. I think I might re-roll this with rarer options. Attack speed. And critical attack chance. Who has that? Oh, the football player has it. So if we give this to him, he's now got attack speed. And it also affects our athlete as well, actually. So that's pretty good. Maybe we can combine a couple of these, like these two or something at a forge. That'd be really good. Let's go ahead and level this rebel up into a ninja. There we go. Oops. Is there anything left on the map? Nope. Enter. All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. I'm going to try to make these about 30-minute episodes. Treasure. I don't want to spend experience on a reroll at the moment. So, attack resistance. Let's grab that for our tank. So you're going to hopefully take a lot less attack damage. Skill damage, you're a little bit weak to. He's only got 14% reduction to that. But the basic attacks aren't going to do very much to this guy. Alright, easy fight. Easy for this zone is what I mean. You never know. I've lost an easy fight once or twice in my day. Alright. Okay, so he has to move. So he's lost stationary, which is fine. Yeah, this guy's kind of slaughtering. We have experience, but we don't have a new level. Well, here we go. So we're desperately looking for a reach character, which we don't have. We could re-roll, or we could take something like the second nurse and have really beefy nurses with a ton of max health. We'd go up to 3 points of coagulation, which would just give us the max health, but one more would give health regen. And then as long as they're full health, they're just gaining armor. It'd be helpful to have our healers alive all the time. There's another slice and another stealth. I'm tempted to take the nurse. Some beef nurses. There you go, level 2 nurse. So yeah, if we could get an energy regen item out of here or something. Energy on combat start. Give that to one of our nurses here. Determination? Attack resistance. So you're tankier slightly. Okay. It's a fun game. I'm surprised how much I've played it, to be honest. Again, like I said in my tutorial series, this style of game with the like goofy like hippies and football players and nurses and stuff, it just doesn't do it for me. But there's just something about the core gameplay loop in this game that I actually really enjoy. This one's still stationary. Oh, not anymore. Oh, another card. Now, my mana is 100% reserve, so we're looking for a buff to my mana. Maximum mana spell range, mana regeneration, reservation efficiency. That would be helpful. So now we're reserving less mana because these got more efficient. Now, I still don't have very much, but we're on the way. We're on the way to be able to using spells again. I've never played a run where I haven't had an active spell at all, so this is curious. Energy recharge chance combo multiplier. Increases towards maximum skill combo, multiplying the skill power of every third skill. Okay, we'll put that in the nurse, so she can heal constantly. So there's a harder fight. Okay, we have a Chisassin. I don't know what that means. 30% damage with range hits and +1 attack range. So he's got reach. So as long as we have... If we put this guy here, and then left, say, the football player here, this one is slightly tankier. So this one will be shooting at range, and then that means this one will hopefully come 2 spaces closer. Let me get rid of all this. And then we'll be able to hit him without moving. We want him to not move because his chance of getting crits is so much higher if he hasn't moved yet. No, he didn't make it. Because you can see here, His range is like 1, 2, 3. So he's never gonna, unless this guy kills this guy and moves into his space. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to move, and that's fine. We're just trying to make it so he wouldn't have to move. You didn't heal him. You healed yourself, you fool. It's okay, we didn't lose anybody. I feel pretty strong. Maximum mana, reservation, efficiency, and life. And spell range. Let's get the mana, reservation, and life. So we have some mana now, which is awesome. And we have 120 life points. Oh, here we go. This will be good. Combining some items, because this way we can use, like, get more slots for our attack damage character. So we made an Arbalist, which has a slice, 2 attack range, critical chances, lucky while stationary, and critical chance. That's enormously good. Perception, barriers, armor, attack resistance. Let's do these 2. Make another slot for our tank as well. So we put that back on our tank, put this back on DPS. Now we have slots left. Superior combat. Let's get eyes on some more nodes before we take the harder fights. Oh, what's this thing? Necromantis. Looks like a cat to me. We'll start these ones back further, but swap them. Oops, I hit tab and made the fights really fast. My bad. How are we actually doing in healing? 134 is not a lot of healing. And this one didn't heal any. Maybe it'll get better as I get more characters. That's all I can hope for. What is this thing? A crocky. Double punch. Okay, crush and taunt. I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to start them even further back because I do not want them getting hit or luring these too close or too far away from this ninja. And I don't want him to move, so we get tons of crits. Our football player is just a pile of meat. Okay, he's back. Wait, but there's your corpse. Oh god. Bonfire. Hell yeah. Okay, more traits. So baby is actually a mage because he shoots like a fireball, but we would get our defiance up to 2, which gives attack damage. And I think the one with that is our ninja. So I think I'll take this baby rather than this orphan. And that'll activate a couple of different traits. So now I'm going to re-roll the lowest skill on this guy, which should be the stealth. And we got a 3rd rate. This character has 3 reach on his own. He is single-handedly activating a 3 trait. That's wild. So damage with range hits and attack range. That's awesome. So, wow, look how much of the map he can hit from the front line. Because this is the enemy's front row. So he can hit everything in this big triangle. Ooh, boy. That's amazing. Let's level up our baby. You have a trait, but doesn't need re-rolled. Perception has hit reduction. Okay. And then you also have, what is this one? Attack speed. Which is fine. You have the coagulation, you have the coagulation, and the defiance. Neat. Superior combat, let's do it. Get the better reroll options. And this will be our last fight before we end the episode. Here's a Scorpion here with a Grace, Energy Pulse, and Counterattack. Okay. Okay. So we'll start right here. This guy should be able to shoot everything from back here. And we got a baby. And 2 nurses. We'll do it like that. Alright. Alright, go ninja. Goal is for him to not have to move. What is your range? Is it 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we can get these two closer, but they're ranged, so they're not going to do that. Wow, this guy's really slaughtering everything. Now, this feels really good, but to be careful when I get to bosses that have the ability to like jump on the back line. At least he does have a way to make himself invisible. Okay, so let's end this episode here. So if you're enjoying this content or you just want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of people that watch my videos that are not subscribed, and I would appreciate if you would just hit the button for me. I'm trying to get to 1K this year is my goal. It's been long enough, and I would just really like to get to that 4-digit milestone. And I also have a Patreon link if you want to support the channel and show up in my games when I can name characters and stuff. Typically in my 4X games I play like Age of Wonders, I'll name characters and cities and items and other things like that after my Patreon supporters and my commenters. So thank you for watching. Again, my name is Gracie, and check out the links below for the tutorial series, or go to my channel, check out all my other Age of Wonders series, all that good stuff. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Thanks for watching.